So hey there, Dave and Kim. Kim's over there. Sharing with you a trip we had made to Hua Hin. This is a little bit of a longer video, but it's definitely worth watching because we visit the Roi Yot National Park. We go to the Phraya Nakhon Cave, which is just amazing, the temple they have there. Then we did something that was way out of our element. We went to the Kaew Cave, Kaew Cave. When we arrived, there was no people. There were no people there, but there was one like park ranger or something. We rented little headlamps, and she just sent us on our way. And we went about a mile underground with no lights, no ropes, no nothing. And that's definitely worth watching. And then we finished our day at the KuiBuri National Park, where they have wild elephant viewings. And towards the end of our visit there, we actually saw the wild elephants. So lastly, Kim and I visited Hua Hin 2 or 3 times now. And coming January, so just next month, that's where we're moving. So we have a house near Khao Lake in the southern part of Hua Hin, and we'll start sharing a lot of Hua Hin and Bangkok videos because Bangkok's only a 2.5-3 hour drive from there. So thanks for watching. As usual, like, subscribe, and comment, and hope you enjoy this video. It is gonna be a little bit of a longer video. And we are on our way. We are about an hour away. It says 54 minutes. Check this out. You think they stack stuff high here? Look at that truck.
Holy crap.
That's nothing compared to a truck we saw the other day, though. Right, Kim?
It had like pigs stacked up upon each other.
There were 5 levels of pig cages that started like 3 wide, then went to 2 wide, then there was a lone pig. I swear that pig was 25 feet up in the air. Right?
Yeah, it was nuts.
So I think this is the northern part of where we're headed. So I think the national park is going to be all those mountains, limestone mountains and caves and stuff and beaches. So it should be pretty fun. I don't know how those look on video, but in person, those are pretty impressive mountains, aren't they, Kim?
Yeah, really, really awesome looking.
All right, see you in a bit. So we were headed to, we believe, the main visitor center at the southern part of the national park, but on the way down we ran across a sign that said the Phraya Nakhon Cave, which is the focal point of the whole place. So we decided to go there first, and that's where we're headed. It was only 5 or 6 kilometers off the main road, so just about 3 miles, and we'll be there in a couple minutes. See you there. So this is like, I didn't get that, but that was a canal there with a lot of fishing boats on it. And also on the way in, there were a lot of small ponds that looked like they were either fish ponds or shrimp ponds. So we're here. This place looks totally abandoned, but there's no way that tourist attraction like this isn't accessible. So we'll see what happens when we get up here to where we're going. It actually feels like we're probably right on the beach or real close to the beach. So, and then we got to pay here, Kim.
Okay.
So.
Swatika. Hello.
How much is it? Oh, is it more?
Is it 20 baht? How much? It's just 20.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Oh yeah, see, 20 for car.
Okay. Well, that's good because some places actually charge a premium if you're a foreigner. So there's some places they charge 40 baht if you're a local, but they charge 100 or 200 baht if you're not a local. So yeah. It's just the price we have to pay. But this is right on the ocean. So I don't know where the cave is. But we shall find out. Just do a quick shot here of the parking area. Looks like there's some gift shops, souvenir shops, places to eat, stuff like that. But you can also tell there's not a lot of cars here. I can't remember the time right now, but it's probably only 9:30 in the morning. And hopefully the cave is this way. So we just bought a couple waters from the lady right there. They were 10 baht each. She is cooking what looks like some amazing shrimp. Maybe we'll stop for a coconut on the way out. And this is where we bought our tickets. And this is what I was talking about. If you're a Thai, it's 40 baht to get in. You can see it on the sign. But because we're not Thai, it's 200 baht. And there's Kim right there. And they've told us that it is a 2-kilometer walk to the cave. But look at how awesome it looks. I'm talking about the cave, not Kim, you guys. So here we go. So, and there's the way up. And somewhere I think it says a moderate to difficult climb, but I'm sure we'll be fine. Here we go. And we are off. And you can see we are right on a beach and on our way up. So it's a 2-kilometer hike, about 1.2 miles. We're probably about 0.2 miles in. But I want to show you the view already. Look at how beautiful that is right there. Okay, onward. And we continue our trek up. It just keeps getting more and more beautiful. So on the way up, there was a little side thing on the trail. And it looks like it's just a lookout point. Definitely worth it though. The view up here is great. And you know, we're high up on this peak already. I think we're going to be going down and then probably back up or something. I'd say we're halfway in, but that's just a guess, so we'll see. How far, how good so far?
How good so far?
Yeah.
That's great.
All right. This sign must be commending us on making it this far. It's like a compliment. Your health is still strong. Nice sand path. Oh yeah, look at it, Lime Sala. I think that's the beach. And the cave is this way. And I believe there's monkeys gonna be at this beach. I'm not 100% sure though. We shall see. So they've got a restaurant there, trash bins there, they've got restrooms there, they've got a visitor center over here, and signs to where we're going. Phraya Nakhon well. Oh, look at it, this could still be a little bit of a hike, half a kilometer. So it's the Phraya Nakhon Cave Nature Trail. Oh, look at how nice it is. So there's some monkeys here. There's a bunch of them, all different sizes. I think these are the macaques. And the macaques are the type of monkeys that will try to take your stuff if you have it. Look at that dude just looking at us. Ooh, that one looks like he's been in a fight. There's some over here. Oh, they're all looking at us. And they're not doing a whole lot. Hey, monkey. I think one's about to jump from one tree to another. I'm not sure. They're up there. Okay, it's beautiful. Anyone with medical conditions, please consider your ability before entering. Phraya Nakhon Cave, 430 meters, and it's going to be 430 meters of up. The trail is in amazing condition. Flat rocks with concrete grip pads all the way up. I just got to talk about this trail again. This is the best jagged trail I've ever been on ever. It is all flat steps all the way up. So while it might look horrible, it's literally as easy as walking up a flight of stairs, and it's a little bit easier because a lot of times there's like little step options. So it isn't like a consistent big step. Like right here, you've got options, and it really makes it easy, huh, Kim?
Yeah, I mean, it's not too bad. I think having a little bit of fitness level is certainly...
Oh yeah, but I think anybody can make it up with breasts.
Yeah, frequent rest. It would take you a little while,
But the jaggedness, don't be scared of the technical part of this hike, because it's really easy. So as we descend, it just got super quiet and super beautiful. We are closing in on the cave. Check it out. This is probably one of the entrances right here. So there's a cave down there, but look, there's all these stalagmites. Just heard something. This part of the hike right now is already worth it, even if it doesn't get better. But guess what? Oh my God, it is about to get amazing. Look at that. Just to give you an idea of how big this is, look, there's people walking down the stairs right there. And then there's like this jungle down here into a big sandy bottomed open area with a huge opening up there. And a breeze. There's a awesome, cool breeze down here. So we're walking out of the cave. I have to tell you, this is a good time to talk about something. See this right here? This is a water bottle. Kim's got hers. And we bought this at the entrance of this attraction. These were 10 baht each. At a tourist attraction, they charged us 30 cents each for a water bottle. I just want you to think about when you go to an attraction, sporting event, what do they charge for a water bottle? If I recall, outside the sporting event, like people on the street, they charge $2 and $3. And when you get in, they charge $4, $5, or maybe $6 for a bottle of water. 30 cents. Just think about that next time you do anything and they're upcharging you like crazy. And then ask yourself why. Ask yourself why you're paying it and why you're even there. Right, Kim?
Mm-hmm.
So, just my little insightful little blurb here in my video. I'll see you guys in a bit. Okay. On the way out, we stopped at another cave. That's the name of it there. Maybe Kaew Cave or whatever. And interesting because they had an admission office back there. And we almost paid admission. But the admission for one is good for them all. So it's a national park admission. So it was 200 baht to come to the park. And then we just show the same ticket over and over. But what we did buy or rented was these. So I read online that this cave is dark. They light it when it's really busy, but it's not really busy, so they're not going to light it. So we rented those. They were 40 baht each, so about $1.33. And we've got flashlights for this cave. This is going to be fun. Kim, we're going in a dark cave.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll see you in a bit. So if you ever come to this cave, which I hope you do, don't be like us. We went that way and we missed that little arrow right there. Check it out. This one looks like it's going to be a climb. So the hike to this cave is nothing like the hike to the last cave. Kim just turned this corner. She said, wow, this is jagged, huh? My answer was, yeah, this is jagged. So here's to making it to the cave injury-free. So we're right there. I don't know if you can see that arrow right there. It said come to the right, but there was that rope going up the hill. So we didn't know which way to go. Kim was gonna go that way. I said I'd come scout it out over here. Remember, we're going to a cave, right? So you tell me if this looks like we're going the right way. Alrighty. Now I know why we have lights. Because look down there.
Cool. Very cool down here.
So there's the arrow. There's cave stuff in front of us. And that's where we're headed. Into the blackness. Okay. Check this out. There's the arrow up there. We are going that way. But look at this place. Look at. And Kim is struggling on those stairs right there.
I'm scared.
Look at what you're next to. Look at.
I know.
Wow. I've got to do the video so you get an idea of where we're going. So let me shut the light off. Kim, shut your light off for a second. That's where we're going. You can see nothing. Whoa. Oh, look at this.
Highly advise a light.
Yeah. When they offer you a light for 40 baht, take the light for 40 baht. Whoa.
Oh my God. It's wild, but boy, I'm creeped out. I'm so creeped out right now.
This is absolutely amazing. I have never been in a place like this. There's a sign that there's something up there, which we're not going up there because it goes this way. But look at how, hope this video is kind of doing this justice because this is amazing. If we shut the lights off, it is 100% black, pitch dark, and there is no sound at all.
You're going to be on your...
This is like no movie you've ever seen. This verge is unbelievable. And listen, we're like the only people in here. And there's like no safety ropes. There's nothing. I don't know how this is going to show on video. Yeah, there's a little slippery spot over here. Look at this. Oh, a bridge. Yeah, that's a slippery spot right there. This right here is unbelievable. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep panning. I don't know how much of this is going to show, but that's about 20 feet down over there, and that looks like it's bottomless over there. There's no bottom over there. There's the arrow that we're headed, and then there's a huge cavern here. Look at the size of this cavern. So we're going down there, and then there's another arrow there, and then over there, I saw stairs going up over there. See them, Kim?
Okay, yeah.
So that's where we're headed. I sure hope this video does this justice, but this was one of the more amazing things we've ever done. And Kim, if she knew what this was, she would not have done it. If I knew what it was, I'm not sure we would have done it. But the fact is, she did it. And this experience could be life-changing for her. Literally. Kim, tell me what you just did. Can I help you? Can I help tell you first of all?
I have a traumatic, like a PTSD thing after.
Can I help a little bit with what we did?
Sure.
I would say probably 100 yards down that hill right there, we entered a cave. We went through the ground. We went that way, probably a mile total.
Yeah.
Underground for a mile. And then we just came up from here. And from where I'm standing, I don't know if you can tell, but it's virtually straight down. And there are no lights. Kim?
So, yeah. So I'm a little claustrophobic and I'm afraid of heights, and there were like drop-offs, and I'm always afraid of falling, and there were really slippery rocks, and it was just over the top scary for me.
Can I ask you a question though?
Yeah.
Did you do it?
Yeah, I did. Will I do it again? No.
We might not know until it's too late. Did you own that bitch?
No,
Oh.
I did not. I survived that bitch. That's what happened.
Okay, can I ask you this?
Yeah.
Is that something you will remember for the rest of your life?
Absolutely.
Yeah, it was that level. It was that quality. It was that. And if you want to see the strain, I don't know if you can see my shirt there, but I'm going to pan down. That is 100% soaking wet. I mean, there's the color of the shirt. So 100%.
And I'm filthy.
And Kim and I are both filthy. Look at her butt and look at my pant legs. And that's how we look totally. So we had other things planned today. We'll see what we do now. Talk to you guys in a bit. So there's the name of it right there. I know it's backwards, but it's Kaew Cave. And I'm going to tell you without a doubt, this was not for the faint of heart. We didn't know what we were getting into. I would estimate that 90% of the people would probably get to the entrance and turn around. We didn't do that. We went in. And then I would say people would get to the first little checkpoint or whatever. I think they called them stations. And they would turn around. But we didn't do that either. That right there, what we just did, might be one of the coolest things, most challenging things I've ever done in my whole life. Kim, it was, I think, without question for you, right?
Oh, definitely. With all my crazy fears that I have, and some of it was legitimate, wasn't it, Dave? I mean, there were some areas that were like really...
Yeah, we've never seen anything like it. So,
yeah.
Like I said, this is something you might want to do. And if you do it, just be prepared.
So some suggestions. Wear a belt, because you can loop these around like a belt or some type of headband. You may even want to bring like a headlamp if you're going to do it.
Let's go talk. I got to go talk to these people. She's wearing flip-flops.
Oh.
So this is the road to the wild elephant watching area. It's in a national park, KuiBuri, K-U-I-B-U-R-I. So this road is beautiful. You know, some of the nicest roads I've seen in Thailand so far are up here in the Hua Hin area. The main roads, the side roads, they put a lot of money into these places. So looking forward to seeing some wild elephants. I think this again is a once in a lifetime opportunity. Hopefully they want to show themselves today so we can check that off the list. We can get this on video. Lots of rubber trees on the way in, lots of pineapples on the way in. And here is the parking lot for the wildlife viewing area. You know, it's amazing that there are no tourists here. There's a couple elephants right there. Hopefully we see some that are alive walking around. And just grab a parking spot. KuiBuri National Park Visitor Center. So we had the option of driving our car. So our total cost is 1,250 baht. That was 850 baht for the car, and then 200 baht per person. So for 1,250 baht, which is about $40, we're going to be driving through the wildlife area. And this isn't a zoo or anything. This is like a national park where there's real wild elephants. So looking forward to seeing, you know, what we see, and looking forward to sharing it with you. So see you guys in a bit. So here we paid for our car to go in, and she told us to come over to this gate. So I don't know if you saw that. We paid for the car ticket. And the car ticket was 800 baht and it was 850 and it was 200 baht per person. Well, car meant their car. So we're gonna be in the pickup truck. So when we showed up with our car, they told us no, but we didn't understand, so we had to go back to the ticket office, and now it all makes sense. So now we're gonna be hopping out of the car and we're gonna be walking over there and hopping in a pickup truck. So that's what we'll be doing, and we'll see you in a bit. So there's the map right there. So check it out. We are there. We're gonna drive in and through. It looks like we're gonna see elephants there. We're gonna see elephants there. See elephants there. And we'll be all the way out of wildlife watching area. So there's the name of it again right there. And just a list of the rules. Sorry, Cup. So our guide says it's about 7.5 kilometers in and then back out. And there's 4 areas we'll be stopping to see elephants. And they do not like flashes and they don't like noise. So that's what we've got so far. So I'll show you what the road looks like that we're on. Just a dirt road. And it looks like the elephants have free roam of this whole place. So, you know, she said it was 7 kilometers in. What makes me think they have free roam of the whole place is that right there. That would have been elephant poop. And there's more up there in the road. So, looks like they can go anywhere they want. So here we are walking up to the viewing station number 1. There's people that were just looking through binoculars, so there's going to be elephants out there. So we're at the first viewing area. But because this isn't a zoo, these are actually really wild elephants. They don't always make an appearance, but there are 4 viewing areas total, so looking forward to seeing what that brings. And I'm gonna tell you, the weather today is unbelievable. Absolutely perfect. Right? So she just told me that there are 300 wild elephants in here and 450 buffalo. And the size of the area is about 900 square kilometers. So to think about it, that's 30 miles by 30 miles, which is about 20 miles by 20 miles. So it's, 350 to 400 square miles with 300 wild elephants. So sure, we'll be seeing them. They know what they're doing. Looking forward to it. So we're either at spot number 2 or number 3. I thought she said we were pulling up to spot number 2, but we drove past one. So this is either spot 2 or 3. Don't see any elephants yet. But look at how beautiful this place is. If it looks good in the video, it's even better in person. So we are at the 3rd area. And I'm gonna zoom in on where they are, although we can't see them. There are some trees out there. Oh, that's as far as I can go right now. So now I can see the white birds, and there's an elephant under those trees, but we cannot see them, although Kim is saying that she can see something somewhere.